Judges, Chuck with the fighters, we'll be ready to go. Touching gloves right on top of the CageZilla logo. Sulc will be in the white trunks with the red gloves. Smith in the black trunks with the blue gloves.
Good shot from Sulc, immediately transitions to a single. Good defense from Ryan. Oh, he's going for the shoulder throw, very nice. He's got to be careful, he's got to be with his arm out extended like that. Sulc could potentially go for an arm bar, but the cage is getting in the way here. Ryan's going to try to step over and end up in side control, but again, that cage is going to prevent it, so he's going to have to be real slick on how he gets his arm out and ends up on top. He's got Sulc twisted pretty good, and there, just like that, he's starting to step over.
Sulc will be kind of upside down. He's in the white trunks. You see the control that Smith has right this very second.
Now, what Ryan could actually do here is he could take his foot and push off on the neck, and that'll give him the leverage he needs, just like that, to get out of there. But Sulc did a good job now shooting in for the double. Ryan was potentially grabbing the cage there, but now Sulc's on top. Slide it into mount.
They're screaming elbows over at Sulc, trying to get those in, but the strength of Smith just pushing him out.
Very nice. He used that angle to get out of mount and then immediately with that arm in, trap the leg, and now he's attacking with a takedown of his own. And Sulc turned him over, grabbed the knee. Very good wrestling exchange as Ryan starts to tighten him up and has that arm extended. He's working that leg up and over. But with Ryan having both arms in there, it's going to be difficult to get any sort of offense.
Wrestling background from Sulc, grappling background for Smith. You can see that right away. They definitely didn't stand up, and we'll see how long Victor lets him sit on the bottom.
No, great active guard from Smith here. Again, in Ryan's first fight, he was the aggressor, right? He brought it to his opponent, got that clinch early. He was the recipient of that from Hunter this time.
And Hunter landed a clean shot on the eye. Looks like there's a little bit of blood coming out of Ryan's right eye. He's using that high guard to control Ryan, and he's got that arm trapped behind the head, but he can't clear that right arm to put any real attacks together.
The effort that you just expend right here is just crazy. A lot of guys, so we watched a fight where they never went to the ground and stand up, and they were sweating, but the amount of effort that these two guys have already expended in round number one is crazy.
Scrambling and wrestling in grappling is some of the most high-intensity, energy-intensive activities of MMA, and let's see how they end up here as they stand up.
Yeah, Victor Malamala stands him up, and here we go throwing haymakers. Good right hand from Sulc, yeah.
I got to work on my rights and lefts. Thankfully, you're covering me.
But that right eye of Smith is starting to bleed a little bit. Yep. You can start to see the blood start to trickle out of that right eye. But Sulc's got a little like rug burn on his left side of his face.
Yeah, big hook there, man.
That little left jab stung.
Big shot there. Sulc was trapped.
Sulc really, it didn't look like much, but it stung him.
Good pressure.
Oh, good elbow right at the bell from Sulc.
Really great fight from both guys in the pocket. Very impressive.
And here we go, start of round number two. Come out, no touching gloves. Right on top of the CageZilla logo. Hunter Sulc, he'll be in the white trunks with the red stripe.
Very nice shot from Hunter. He threw a left hook, right cross, just to get close, and then shot in, and he was in deep. Now he's got to be careful because Ryan's immediately trying to work mission control, trying to get that leg trap and get that arm isolated.
Couple of rights to the face of Hunter Sulc from the bottom. Ryan Smith is laying on his back. Still looks almost like he's in control.
Yeah, we talked about it earlier. You don't want to get in the habit of trading strikes when you're on the bottom because ultimately position the person on top. It's just that they're going to deliver so much more energy with their strikes. But what you can do is you can throw those quick shots to then attack and put yourself in a position like this where you start to isolate limbs, and that's where your success is going to be.
Hunter Sulc on top, kind of controlling this thing a little bit as they're trying to maneuver. Like, we'll see how long it takes for Victor to turn this around. These guys are both maneuvering, though. We'll see if he lets them stand up. But you see, they're both got a little bit of markings on their face. Looks like it almost looks like mat burn to me, or maybe from the fence, because we've talked about getting your face on this cheese grater here on this chain link fence.
But I do want to call out that move by Hunter to move Smith against that cage to hopefully negate some of that active guard, right?
Yep, he's got to be careful now, though. The leg's about to get trapped. Hunter did a good job of turning back into that. Hunter's doing a really good job of keeping both arms in, too. And to your point, Ryan, if he can get him up against the cage, he could really alleviate some of that shrimping that Ryan needs to do to attack some of these positions from the bottom.
It almost looks like Ryan's trying to make his way back over to his corner. Like, if we can get Hunter away from his.
If we can end up there, that's great. And that was good defense again from Ryan, kind of arching up a little bit, standing up so that, from Hunter, so that Ryan had to carry his own weight. But again, if you're not able to advance past this position, you're kind of just playing with fire because Ryan has such an active guard.
So both fighters on the ground trying to just gain some sort of momentum and some leverage. Both fighters with a great wrestling, grappling background. We'll see. Victor almost wants to stand him up. Kind of looks like that old lady who doesn't want to say something to their kids. There we go.
And it looks like there's a bottle that still is in the cage as well.
Let's see if we can't fix that.
Oh, now Ryan's in on a body lock, able to take him down. Good whizzer from Hunter. Very, very impressive right there. And now he's in on the guillotine. Working in the guard.
We'll see if we can't negate that little bottle here just as quick as we can, but got to be a little better about that. So both fighters on top of each other. Now he's fighting in his corner, though, CD.
Ryan's isolating that arm. Now he's threatening an arm bar. Hunter's holding on with his grip, but Ryan's trying to break it. You can see it's just about to break. They're holding on by fingers right now. Ryan's stuck, though. He wasn't able to get the leverage he needed.
End of round number 2. Thought maybe that could end right there. Safe. All right, the seconds are out. Victor Malamala starts the start of round number 3. They come out, don't even touch gloves, and start throwing blows right on top of the CageZilla logo. Hunter
big hook
takes a left, another left.
He's in on a shot immediately. Good instincts there from Hunter. He got cracked.
Twice.
Works right into a takedown. And now he's passing into side control. Ryan's holding neck, but if Hunter can just get heavy here, he's not going to be able to create the leverage he needs.
Ryan Smith comes out, connects both with the left and the right hook. Then he lands, and then Hunter quickly says, that is not for me. Jumps on the ground. Hunter will be in the white trunks. Ryan Smith will be in the black trunks.
Kevin, I almost feel like, Ryan heard you in the corner, right? I mean, came out so much more aggressive that round. But the instincts of Hunter after getting rocked to just get that takedown back was amazing.
Yeah, impressive. Very impressive. Now, looks like Ryan's trying to reach for a leg, but Hunter's doing a good job of isolating it, keeping it in side control. He's got all of his weight on that arm, putting him in a crucifix, but Ryan's doing a good job of turning in and almost threatening deep half guard. So Hunter wasn't able to take as much advantage of that position as he wanted to.
Both fighters really technically sound here on the ground. We'll see how long it takes before the referee, Victor Malamala, lets them up or makes them get up. And we start seeing some more blows. Ryan Smith, to me, I would think has to do something exciting here because even though he connected twice, I feel like he's lost the first 2 rounds. Hunter Sulc, he's on top in the white.
Ended up back in that position, except for Ryan does have that foot locked, which is going to prevent Hunter from being able to really posture up, hanging out in quarter guard. So even though he was able to isolate the arm, he couldn't really do much with it. But if you're Ryan, you got to move. You got to get back up to the feet. That's where you have your success.
Ryan Smith is trying to throw blows from the bottom. We've talked about that before. That is a tough spot.
And now Hunter's so close to getting out of that quarter guard. He just has to drive that knee through and line up and out. Now he's in mount, so now he can drive his hips up a little bit, and you called it earlier, work those knees into the armpits, and he could be in a good position for ground and pound.
Turn to the side now, and I don't know what Hunter's going to. Here we go. Victor's trying to get him up before the end. Here comes, it's probably about 30 seconds left.
Ryan's got to let these hands go.
Yeah, he does. Look at, and Hunter doesn't have anything to do with that.
Good shot. Big ground and pound landing here. Hunter doing a good job with the wrestling, but now, he's very exhausted. Now Ryan's got him in the back. Got a seatbelt grip. Big shot landed.
10 seconds left.
Hunter did a good job of getting out of that position, but Ryan's still on top. And this, I don't think it's going to call the fight, right? The fight's over, but that could very well change the course of that round.
Yeah, and you saw Ryan Smith, as soon as the bell rang, he said, come on. He wanted more of that.
Salisbury Center, after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges scored the bout 29-28 for your winner by unanimous decision. Out of the red corner, it's Hunter Sulc.
Well, I don't know if I had him at all 3, but Hunter Sulc comes away with a big win tonight. from the Evolution up from Richmond, Virginia. I think Ryan Smith's a